Perfect. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me this evening to learn more about the MS in Business Analytics with the School of Business at the University of San Diego. My name is Marcela Martinez-Ledezma, and I am an assistant director with Graduate Business Admissions. My role is to support prospective students from the moment they inquire about our program, about our MS in Business Analytics program, all the way to the first day of class. So if you do choose to apply with USD, I'll remain your point of contact through this entire process. And then at some point, as I'll explain in my presentation, you will start working with my colleagues in student services. So it's a whole team of people here helping you get your graduate degree. Now I'll go to the next slide. This is our quick agenda for the day. It's very brief. I try to keep it as brief as possible to get to the information that you really want to hear. We'll go over our mission statement, the need for business analysts at this time, how the MS in Business Analytics is designed to help meet that need, and of course, admissions and application requirements. And we'll allot time for Q&A at the end of the presentation, but please feel free to use the chat. I'll try to get to it. If not, I'll get to it at the end. So our mission statement, we like to share our mission statement because if you are in the process of investigating, exploring different graduate programs, there's many MS and Business Analytics programs out there. It's always helpful to know that School of Business's mission statement. It really helps guide your decision because you can take a look at their values, what they value in that School of Business, and see if those values align with what you're looking for as a professional. You can see in our mission statement, for example, that we have the words socially responsible, we have global mindset, and we have academic rigor. And throughout the presentation, I hope I can exemplify how we exemplify these values in our program, at our university, and at our School of Business. You can also use the mission statement to guide your personal statement that you're required to submit with different universities and really personalize it for that university. It can help you prepare for admissions interviews, which is also part of the application process with us, because the mission statement tells you what that School of Business is looking for. So you can really craft your answers to match those values. So I encourage you to read up on mission statements from different schools of business to help you guide your application process if you're in the exploring phase right now. So what is business analytics? That's the definition right there for you. It is really using and analyzing historical data to gain insights and improve strategic decision making. This is really important to businesses nowadays. Now more than ever, we are literally like giving out data and information to everybody out there. All of us, well, most people that I know have Facebook, have Instagram, have LinkedIn. There's many points of reference that data is collected. And it really helps businesses attract customers, understand their behavior, improve their experience with their business, increase productivity, and it helps them make their business operations just better, right? If you work in marketing, it can help you understand the success of marketing campaigns and just the nature of product trends. So it's really a field that is applicable in many, many business areas. There are qualities that somebody needs to have as a business analyst, and I listed some here. Of course, you want to have strong analytical skills. You want to have good communication skills, interpersonal skills, problem solving, because that's what you will be doing, essentially helping businesses solve problems, and time management skills. And I would like to emphasize here on this particular slide, the communication and interpersonal qualities of a business analyst, because this, our master's program is really built for somebody who wants to work with people. You do have to be, have really strong analytical skills and technical skills, but you have to be able to translate that knowledge into language that people maybe like myself are not really familiar with, and really present data in a way that it's easy to understand and that you can easily articulate. That's really what a business analyst is. They're analysts, they work with data, but definitely more on the business side. And you'll see throughout the presentation when I start talking about curriculum, there's a lot of opportunities in the way that this program was put together to let you practice those communication skills. So you're not going to be working behind a computer by yourself. You're going to be working with people using data. So this is the need for business analysts. It has been there and continues to be there. And the way that our program came about was really through the collaboration of our faculty and business leaders. Our faculty met up with business leaders in San Diego and just found out what types of professionals, what is the need, what will help their businesses. And they figured out business analysts, and this is how they put together the curriculum to help you gain those skills to meet the need for professionals who understand data and who can communicate that information clearly. Our MSBA, like I said before, it's designed with a global mindset. Students complete an international consulting project. It provides project-based learning. So students have the opportunity to apply their learning. And this is essentially not a theoretical degree. You're not just sitting behind a computer. You're just not taking notes. You're actually applying the stuff that you're learning throughout the program. And our students also learn to use data for a good cause. There is a requirement in the program that is called data for social good. And I'll go into more detail on that next. First, I want to talk about the international consulting project, which gets everybody super excited because it offers the opportunity to apply learning and a global mindset. It gives you hands-on experience of people, markets, economic policies, and business practices of the country where the business operates. Our inaugural cohort actually had the opportunity to travel. So they went there for 2 weeks. They went to Madrid, Spain for 2 weeks. And the cohort was split into smaller teams and partnered with companies there to help them resolve a business problem. They had to present, they had to gather data, they had to figure out how to present the data to these businesses abroad, and it was an amazing experience for them. These are the companies that they partnered with in Spain. The first one, you see the logo there, is Cardo. And Cardo is a GIS spatial data analytics software company. The students conducted a market positioning analysis against competitors. And they had to analyze publicly available data, including blog posts, customer reviews, social media, data collected via an online survey. Based on their analysis that the students completed, they had to provide recommendations about how the company could best position itself in this growing market. The second team was matched with Eat Tasty, and that's a food delivery service that is headquartered in Portugal. And they recently expanded to Madrid in Spain. So students were asked to identify the next city that the company should expand to. So that's how they were helping them out. And the last team partnered with OnTruck, and that's a logistics company. They wanted to improve the efficiency of the trucking industry. So the students developed an algorithm to calculate a score rating of truck driver performance so that the company could enhance the customer experience. So definitely applied learning here in our MS in Business Analytics. So another project-based course that you will be taking is Data for Social Good, which I mentioned earlier. And this is where students explore different analytics techniques to investigate social impact, marketing for nonprofits, donor data, and funding analytics for foundation and business efficiencies as they relate to building and monitoring social programming. The last one, last but not least, is the Capstone Project. And the Capstone Project uses company-specific data to apply the knowledge that students learned throughout their program to develop a business solution. And during the Capstone the cohort is also split into smaller teams as well, just like they did with the international consulting project. But this time around, they're working with a business partner in the San Diego area where we are located. They are working with a faculty advisor, and they are working with a key industry partner to guide them through the project. They do interim presentations throughout the project, and at the end they have to do a final presentation to the client, to their classmates, and also it includes a written report, of course. You also have options for electives. So out of this list of 6 courses that you see here, so if there's an area that you're a little bit more interested in and would like to acquire more knowledge on, be it accounting, marketing, financial analytics, you get to pick 3 electives from this list that you see right here. This is just the curriculum at a glance. You can see that the program is a total of 36 units to be completed in the course of 10 months. So our master's program starts every August and ends the following May. And in order to fit all 36 units and only 2 semesters, you can see on the screen that the semester is broken into modules. So it's a pretty intense and accelerated master's program. Because it's so intense and because it's so hands-on, you're essentially earning your master's degree and also earning professional experience because you're actually working on projects that you can add to your resume. It's not recommended that students work when they are in this program. Are there any questions so far? Am I going at a good pace? Thumbs up. Awesome, thank you. So I'll go to the next slide. Just some highlights of our curriculum is STEM designated. So that can benefit international students by providing 3 years of optional practical training, or the OPT. Students complete 36 units and only 10 months again, and they will learn how to apply data management tools such as Python, SQL, Tableau, and IBM SPSS modeler. There's opportunities, plenty of opportunities, as I just mentioned, to practice effective technical communication skills through the hands-on projects and courses that you'll be taking. And at USD, one of our differentiators, I would say, is that we are truly committed to your success and your career, not just as a student, but we really get excited when students, when they get hired, when they succeed after graduation. And the way that we believe that we can accomplish that is by our small class sizes. All of our cohorts and graduate business programs tend to be pretty small. They don't go over 40 students. So that really allows us to give that personalized attention. And plus there are multiple teams, like I mentioned earlier in the presentation, with admissions. That's my team. We, like I said, we help from the moment you start inquiring about the program all the way to the first day of class. And then we have our team and student services who supports you to make sure that you're on track academically. And they help build your schedule. They help make sure that you are getting the books that you need for your classes. And definitely our career services. They specifically work with our graduate business students. They do, they mentor you, they coach you with your resume, with interview skills. They invite people from the industry so that to facilitate those network opportunities. So there will be a lot of push for you to network and to participate in activities put together by career services from the get-go, from the moment that you start the program, because it's only a 10-month program, to ensure that you're on the right track for a career in business analytics when you graduate. So yes, you can expect professional workshops. You can expect personalized coaching with our career advisors. our professors that they can also connect you with the job market, and definitely lots of opportunities for events and for networking that I really encourage you to take advantage of with us. And not only the School of Business, but also becoming a graduate student at USD. There is grad life at USD. So this slide just shows you a couple of different upcoming events put together by grad life. And I think it's a great opportunity. I wanted to showcase it because it gives you a chance to build a community here at the University of San Diego. Not only are you networking with people with similar interests as yourself, which is in business, but you can also connect with people outside of that network and really expand your network. If you can see here the different events that our Grad Life has put together or it's about to host. Really cool. Okay, so I'll get to the admissions requirements for the program. I'll pause real quick. If you have any questions, put them in the chat, or am I okay? If you can give me a thumbs up, can I continue or should I pause for questions? All right, I see lots of thumbs up. Perfect. So these are part of the admissions requirements. So you see part one. We'll go over a couple more slides on these admissions requirements. Professional resume is required. The MS in Business Analytics does not require any professional experience to be admitted, but if you do have professional experience, that's great. That's not a negative thing. That's actually a really good thing. The only thing that I would recommend when you're putting together your professional resume is to include, if you do have professional experience, to include the month and year of your internship or the job that you had or have at this time, because the admissions committee really wants to see how many months of professional experience you're bringing into the cohort. That's very important. Letters of recommendation, make sure that there's from someone who knows your ability to succeed in a specialized master's program. If you had a professor in accounting and finance, in one of those, in math, one of those quantitative courses, definitely ask them for a letter of recommendation for graduate school. If you don't, you can also ask a professor from a different subject that they taught you, but they see your potential, they see that you're committed and that you're serious about becoming a professional. Ask them. If you have professional experience, ask a supervisor. The personal statement, the way that you can put it together to get the interest of the admissions committee is to tell them why you're interested in business analytics and how you have been preparing to be part of the next cohort at USD. You can also tell them why you're interested in getting an advanced degree and definitely your short and long-term goals with this master's program. How does it all fit together and the vision that you have for yourself? And of course, official transcripts, right? The documentation necessary to ensure that you have a 4-year bachelor's degree. And I think the next slide goes over a little bit more in detail what that looks like. So yes, so bachelor's degree is required, preferred, and I point the preferred right there, GPA with a 3.0. Official GMAT or GRE score. There is a GMAT, GRE waiver criteria. I'll go over that next in the next couple of slides. So there is a required GMAT or GRE. And they also require a semester of college level statistics. If your education is from a school outside of the US, they also will require a course-by-course degree evaluation and official TOEFL or the IELTS, one or the other. Official transcripts, preferably at this point, how things are, digitally, if you can have them sent to grads@sandiego.edu. I recommend that if you are interested in applying, to go ahead and submit an application first and then request your transcripts to be sent over. The course-by-course evaluation, USD asks for the course by course degree evaluation to be from this agency. It's called World Education Services, and I can add the address in the chat later today if you need to get to that address. English proficiency for TOEFL is a minimum of 92. For IELTS it's a 7.0, and they are offering options for at-home TOEFL and IELTS at this time. So definitely students can take advantage of that if you haven't taken that exam. And this is the GMAT GRE waiver criteria. So it's a pretty strict waiver criteria. It's based on your major and on your grade point average. So the admissions committee reviews your performance in a quantitative coursework. So if the grades are not high, they typically decline the waiver and they would ask for test scores. So a competitive test score for GMAT or GRE would be a minimum of 580 on the 50th quantitative percentile or better. So those quantitative skills really need to be great, so that, because they're good predictors of your success in managing the course load, the coursework, and the MS in Business analytics. And some approved fields of study you can see there is accounting, biological sciences, econ, engineering, finance, all these quant heavy majors and careers. Right. Financing your degree. So here is the cost of tuition for the program. This is for the entire 2 semesters, according to our rate of $1,565 per unit. And there are, of course, estimated fees that you kind of have to take into consideration as well, especially if you're coming here from a different part of the country, and taking into consideration the international study abroad and orientation. The program does offer a merit scholarship, and there's no additional application for the merit scholarship. Everybody who is admitted, who receives an admissions offer, is considered for the merit scholarship, and it's based on academic merit. So good grades, good test scores. They guarantee, of course, a nicer merit scholarship. However, the merit scholarship doesn't always, it actually doesn't cover the entire cost of tuition. It's just an additional extra help to help you fund your graduate degree. But there are other scholarship opportunities. If you would like to learn more, I do have more information that I can share offline. So we can connect after the info session to share those resources. So you can start thinking about how to pay for grad school. And again, our semester starts in August. We are currently accepting applications for fall 2021, which means August 2021. We review applications on a rolling basis, meaning that you don't have to wait until these application deadlines to submit your application for review. If you decide to apply tomorrow, if you decide to apply next week, if you decide to apply in 2 weeks and your application is complete, it will go through the review process. And again, because of the small class size, we are able to offer personalized attention. So I'll be guiding you through that process. And that's the end of my presentation. Again, my name is Marcela Martinez-Ledezma. That's my contact information on the screen, as well as my phone number. Please feel free to email me directly. I can also have a one-on-one consultation to discuss your situation.